What if the tides of fate are finally altering in Chicago? Could today's move spark a rebirth for the Bears, igniting a fire that's been dormant since the days of Walter Payton and the '85 Monsters? Are we witnessing the beginning of a new chapter, or is it just another false dawn in the shadow of Hollis Hall? Hit that like button, subscribe for every electrifying twist, and tell us, are you ready to ride the Chicago Bears roller coaster into the future? Or is it just more same old? Same old? Whispers have been swirling through the streets of Chicago like flurries that leave an unmistakable chill down the spine of every true fan. Inside sources are murmuring about contracts being finalized, rookies poised to make their mark, and the kind of pressure that could redefine everything this franchise stands for. With training camp looming just days away, the anticipation is thick as a bowl of deep dish stew. Could these players, these vital pieces of the puzzle, finally be the ones we've been waiting for? Well, folks, it's official to Chicago. Bears have locked up their second-round picks in exhilarating fashion, and the name on every fan's lips is Shamar Turner, the defensive tackle out of Texas A&M. This isn't just a signing. It's a statement. A commitment to restoring the ferocity and grit that put a Bear on the NFL map. And do you know what that means? This guy brings some serious heat to our interior defense. A young beast ready to take on the league. This isn't just about contracts. This is about laying the groundwork for a defensive resurgence that echoes through Windy City history. But wait, we can't stop there. Enter AZ Trapilo, an offensive tackle drafted to not just protect, but to assert with raw power and poise. Picture a mountain of a man standing at 6'8", nurturing the potential to hide our hopes behind his massive frame. Can you feel the electricity? He's the left tackle that could finally bring stability to a line that has been, let's be honest, bumpy at best. If our quarterback doesn't have to worry about his blind side, what could that mean for our offense? What if this guy turns out to be the anchor for an era of high-flying football that forces defenses to respect our game plan? Yet, hauntingly, there's another piece to this puzzle. Hanging in the balance, Luther Burton, the 39th overall pick, still in limbo. Why is that? The air is thick with tension as the talks of guaranteed money loom. This isn't just business. It's personal. The ghost of first-round picks past cast shadows over his situation. If he were projected to go higher but wound up in the second round, is the number in his bank account on par with his potential? A quiet unease settles in. What happens if the talks stall, if he doesn't agree to terms? Think of past heartbreaks, Chris. Williams, Kevin Whitehall potential, but mired in what-ifs. Now listen closely, Chicagoans. The stakes are higher than they've ever been. If these rookies live up to expectations, are we witnessing the dawn of a new era, one that could rival the glories of the '80s? Each snap could echo the intensity of a game against the Packers. Every completed pass a reminder of how close we are to redemption. But if one, or heaven forbid, all of these contracts get messy, if injuries flake off our dreams like peeling paint, where does that leave us? Stuck in a cycle of heartache, watched by the cold eyes of our own history? The suspense is palpable, and the narrative is still unfolding, fans. What will it mean for our Bears if these players step up and become the cornerstone we've all been hoping for? Can we dare to dream again? So many questions, and just as many avenues for heartbreak or triumph linger in the shadows. And as we wait for the smoke to clear, one thing is certain. This is just the beginning. The real question now is, as we stand on the precipice of change, what comes next for our beloved Bears? Buckle up, because you won't want to miss what's waiting in part 2, and trust me, it's going to blow your mind. Keep your eyes on the horizon and your hearts in the game, because the real action is just around the corner. I'm telling you right now, if you're a true Bears fan, you know that the next few weeks are more than just games. They're a crucible, a chance to reclaim our pride, because we've been through the fire before. And here we stand again, fumbling to catch that fleeting spark of hope. Remember 2010? The NFC Championship slipped through our fingers like Chet's nachos at halftime. or 2018. A doink that still echoes in our dreams. This is serious. Every fan has lived the agony and ecstasy of this franchise. And here we are, faced with the critical choice of belief or despair. We've watched those glories and heartbreaks, and what rings truest now is whether this wave of uncertainty is an omen or an opportunity. Look, after that last game, there was murmuring in the locker room, a hesitant optimism with echoes of doubt woven in. You could see it in Chase Claypool's eyes. He wants to believe. But when you've tasted the bitterness of defeat so often, how do you trust again? The front office's whispers are loud too. Players know the stakes. The Packers are circling. The Lions have razor-sharp teeth, sprouting with excitement. And even the Vikings are sensing blood in the water. It's a veritable minefield of emotions, and we need to navigate it carefully. What if we draft the next franchise cornerstone only to repeat the tragedy? What if this is our moment, our chance for redemption, or just another spiral into mediocrity? That would break the heart of every fan who abandoned a warm couch for a frosty tailgate on a Sunday. Now imagine if it's all on Justin Fields' shoulders, the unsung hero in a tale too often tarnished by the ghosts of our past, riding the lightning between potential and anguish. He can't be another Jay Cutler, bionic arm but fragile spirit. He carries the weight of Singletary's legacy in his heart, the pride of the 85 Monsters, while the shadows of Ehrlicher loom like a reminder of the integrity we crave. If he falters, they'll pounce. They always do. Future drafts, trades, rumors swirling like snowflakes in a Chicago blizzard. We've tasted the sweetness of Devin Hester flooring defenses and the agony of lateral passes that could have changed history. Where? Was that flurry of magic this last game? The moment our beloved team needs to flip the script, test their mettle against the storm that is this season, we're gripped by a haunting uncertainty. How long can we hold on before the chains of our past drag us down? The darkest nights give way to a dawn that never truly arrives. And what if, just what if, our hearts break one last time? That knot in my stomach, the gnawing fear, pulls tighter every week, tightening like the grip of the cold that bites through our heavy jackets. At Soldier Field, how many more years will we echo through these winding streets of Chicago? Just wait until next year. Because I don't know about you, but I want to scream at the moon that this is our time, that we're on the cusp of breaking the chains of futility, tasting glory once more. But until we see the flames of victory rise, can we wash the taste of our past one that feels closer than ever out of our mouths? Are we ready to fight for our team or merely watch yet another fall into oblivion? The clock ticks louder, and the path ahead remains cloaked in uncertainty like dark clouds gathering over Lake Michigan. It's an endless race against time, yearning for clarity, longing for the taste of sweet success. Bears fans, it's high time we decided. Will we rise together in unity, or watch this great franchise drift back into the unknown, swallowed whole by that ever-looming void? Oh, my fellow faithful, the question lingers, and only time can give us the answer.